미미미미미미미미미 삭세미 미미미미미미. 이게 뭐고? 추리 게임이라고? 나만의 캐릭터 어떻게 하는데? 아, 이거 내가 하는 거가. 나는 무슨 타입이지? 뭐로 해야 되지? 이게 그러니까 사건 해결하는데 컨셉 잡고 플레이한다 뭐 그런 거지. 보자. 6, 12. 뭐야 이거? 5일 4일만 반복이야? 보자. 5 이상도 되네? 이러면 걔 100급 되는 거임? 아, 오버롤 왜 이렇게 낮노? 개반데이. 역시 이거를 일단 지성을 6을 찍고 개씨바 지성 그 다음에 아, 육체 4. 오케이. 6일 4일. 인생은 TQQQ. 뭐시고 이씨벌. 논리, 백과사 수사학, 연극, 개념화, 시각화 분석. 하나를 고르는 거야? 아, 하나를 고르는 거네. 이게 뭐 논리 6레벨 이런 거가. 정보. 아니 그러면 뭐가 안 바뀌잖아. 클릭해도 안 바뀌고. 아, 일단 이거 대표부터 하나 찍은 다음에 해야 되네. 아, 오케이. 뭐 왜 안 눌러지나 했다. 대표 이거를 나중에 할래 했더만은 이거 한 개 한 다음에 하는 거구나. 시각화 분석. 아, 오케이. 개념화. 연극. 수사학. 백과사전. 논리. 솔비 이거 연극 끌리는데. 논리 가자. 오유. 이거 하나만 찍은 거야 그러면? 나머지 중간 가다 오르겠지?
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
안 눌러줘야 돼?
Ever. Never, ever.
주 영원히.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
개 또라이가 이거.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shame.
닥쳐라.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible.
가자, 씨.
Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough.
이걸 좆가로 번역한 거야?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over. Do you really? The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere, like a
닥쳐라.
fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified. The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
내 핸드폰 어딨노? 핸드폰 없다. 아유, 이게 직업병이라서 핸드폰 떼놓을 수가 없다.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can aim a motor carriage.
그게 뭔데? 얘가 알면 막 내가 모르겠는데 그게 무슨 소리야? 내가 존나 패급이네. 육체 왜 이래 비루하노?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare cup. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria.
백과사전 이렇게 쓰이는 거구나.
Frequented by dock workers.
호스텔 식당 열쇠가 나한테 왜 있지? 오케이, 시야 조정되고. 나 지금
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
뭔 소리야? 이거 노련미는 내가 노련미 레벨 낮아서 안 된다는 거고 이게 실패 확률이 지금 83%란 말이지. 스위치가 두 개 달려 있다. 두 개가 이렇게 달려 있다. 한 선풍기를 꺼야지.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
아,
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous thick tie, with 4 or 5 different patterns.
이거 전동줄을 만다 당겨야 되지. 떨어지고 내 데미지 입을 것 같은데. 만다 하노. S봐. 지금 내가 창모 됐는데 전체 화면이 낫겠다. 다시 보면 바뀌나?
The fan stands still.
아니 알겠다. 아이템 상호작용. 어이씨 일로 나가야 돼. 나가는 문이 왜 두 개냐? 이게 뭔데? 노래가 재생되는 도중에 누가 테이프 떴다. 야 이거 어디 메모를 좀 해야 되냐? 응? 안 눌러지는 거 맞지? 테이프 돌아가고 있고 열쇠 하나. 신발이가 구두 왼발? 왼발은 뭐야 이씨. 술 얼마나 처먹은 기고. 무슨 하얀 셔츠. 아 방금 셔츠도 안 받쳐 입고 있었나?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
아니다 봐진다. 네 지금 옆에 창은 띄어놨다.
Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards the little things.
뭐라노 씨발.
Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. Really,
안 바뀌네.
all recollection of the person you are as you slowly reach abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold,
존나 못생겼네.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you? Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary.
벗겨낼 수 없게
What does it
됐다고?
even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
이런 의미는 나 정도면 잘생겼지 이런 거지. 동정가는
Please promise yourself you're not going to try it on any of them. That's
독가.
right. Not even yourself. Go ahead, try something. It's not an order. It belongs in the new, the third
Oh, yeah.
decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy, things were good. It was smooth sailing. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air,
와,
what
이거
did we,
어떻게
somewhere
그걸
in
짰냐?
Revachol West,
기사를.
Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen.
걔 고라팠겠네.
He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
근데 그걸 왜 내가 하고 있는 건데?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside, everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
담긴 거야? 존나 궁금하네. 아니다. 이거 체력 까지는 거 맞는 것 같다. 그냥 가자. 뭐? 아이 뜨네. 방에서 클릭을 했다고? 뭐? 다 했는데? 이거 거울.
A mirror hangs on.
이거 문. 여기 창문 클릭 안 되는데?
The fan stands still.
아, 난 이거 8%래서 혹시 나중에 다시 할 수 있나? 다시 못 하나 했지. 아, 오케이.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression
한번 실패하면 이렇게 잠기는구나.
belongs to your
아, 오케이. 잠깐만, 학생이 올라갔다. 응? 51년 3월. 그게 뭔데 그래? 내꺼.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This
No.
뭐지?
Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official couldn't say. In truth, so far.
you have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk?
잠깐만.
She
내일
must
안
have
온다고?
heard something. She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged.
어우,
Body's
용병이
been there
일주일째
for a week
목매달린
now.
채로? 근데 내가 4일 동안
Locals
술만
probably
퍼먹고
got tired
있다고?
of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at
Goodbye.
이 여자 방이야. 곧 담배. 영하 44도 폭설. 돈 주었고 이거 문 있고 옆방 열어지나?
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome? How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next, and when you're done, plus smoking them gives massive bonuses.
장착하라. 이겼다. 헤이
The
아가씨.
door is closed. This door can open. There is no answer. Still no answer. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
정신병자 아이가 이거 씨발.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly.
저 여자가 누군지 모르는데 그지같이 할 순 없지. 일단 있어봐라. 응? 아 놀래라. 응.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be
마
expressed
한곡 뽑아보자.
through a PA by other people, whether they like it or not. Rap, you have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't
분위기 보면은
serves them right. What? You have to find something tragic to sing first.
아,
though.
노래부터 찾아라. 굿. 아, 오케이. 내 꼴린 대로 하면 된다 이
In
말이네.
his late
가르트.
20s,
20대 후반이라고?
the counter,
존나 사갔네.
inspecting. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
a competent work of taxidermy. The white looks like the bird was ripped off the shield. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola. The part of the world you are.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird. A competent looks like this is the great skua.
Look, why don't you go and talk?
He pretends not to hear. Looks like this is the great.
Look, why don't you go and talk?
He pretends not.
카이 새끼. 깐깐하게 보내. 저 뒤에 이건 뭐야? 일로 들어가야 되나? 맘대로 뛰고 가야 되나? 얘가 그거고. 그럼 그 여자는 어제까진 있었나 보네. 열리나?
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague.
내가 여기 있는 걸 보니 빰빠밤빰. 내 신발 한 짝 왜 여기 있냐? 내가 여기 왔었다고?
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously like 2 baby crocodiles. It's pretty clear, ain't good, they're balanced.
이렇게는 안 되네. 지도 탭. 열쇠?
The door is closed.
나에게 다시 돌아와서 나를 꼭 위해 만호 완연호. 아 원래 클릭해야 되는구만.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost
한
touching
시간쯤
as
됐네.
syrup. Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly, there he is. The old boy, the devil. You rascal, you.
이걸 쳐 할트라고?
Let's celebrate right. What happened,
새끼고.
man? You used to be. It would go well with those cigarettes.
걔 병신 새끼인데 이 새끼.
The man plucks.
바뀐 거 없고 모래 찾고 담배 찾고 술 찾고. 에이 니네 안 와.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. But the sentiment is called and a bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is as you approach. He narrows.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
41관을 했어.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
나도 내 이름이 뭔지 몰라. 이름을 지어낸다. 적색 판정이 다시 시도 안 되고 흰색이 다시 되고 그거구나. 백색 판정은 다시 되는 거다. 41 관할서 소속. 나도 몰라.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling
뭔가
error
있어
on
보이는
Sunday.
비밀 임무처럼 온 것처럼
Saturday
알아듣겠지.
too,
알았어.
Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
매 새끼
What he
대답을
means
하던데.
is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for... It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial... At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest. And then just skim the surface. Prepare the
어이,
field.
그런 거
Get to know the
하는구나.
players. You don't do that? Maybe
근데
it's not an
그거는
industry practice.
57 너가 로컬러리고 우리 41은 그래 안 하는데.
Okay, we'll have time for that.
그래,
Have
그래.
you removed the dead body from the tree?
그런 거 손대면 안 되지 마.
the
그래.
bird where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten...
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not.
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters R. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motorcade.
헤드라이트 이거
But
비춰봐라.
again, it's none of my con. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. We all feel that way sometimes.
And then, soon after,
But first, we have to take it down. I can see you drank last night and the night before. If you need something for your headache, there
a painkiller
답하자면
I'm
근처에
good
있고.
about now. This thing is pulsating. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine.
뭐라고?
They won't have that.
talk to the manager. Then we go out back.
그래, 알았다.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can
저 말도 왜 그 어색한
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know. Then you are not that far behind. 3
Okay.
days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found
익명의
hanged in
신고자.
Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body
나흘
behind the
동안
whirling
왜 아무도
rails.
신고 안 했지?
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his
왜
belongings.
이 새끼
The caller
의심스럽네.
did not identify him,
누가 신고한 거야?
but used the word lynching. A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, there's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union, that's us.
The RCM,
Revasor,
or the Revachol
경찰이래.
Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
땅 따먹기라니.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. Later.
에헤이.
Was there anything else you wanted to... No. It's not a particularly
왜?
mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than... Then you are in luck. Because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district is strike, coup, revolution.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
얘는 자본주의에서 우쪽을 말하는 느낌이고
When I said we have to navigate community matters,
별로
I
선택할
did
만한
not mean
마음에 드는
we
게
have
없네.
any say in them. I meant we should be careful. If we are not, the shit.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? No.
오케이
The lieutenant nods.
이 정도만 하고
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely.
Are they?
You could use a good, normal here yourself.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So it's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity. And a
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting.
I
그렇다고
can
해도
see you're disappointed. You are right to be. I don't speak.
A point of pride to him.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
I can't say that it does.
The lieutenant, but we all have our You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to
Good. Let's change the subject.
오케이 자동주장 이제 얘기해봐라
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you
이
approaching.
새끼
Mr.
나는 왜 안
Yeah.
보노
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation. So joining me from Precinct 41,
No, you can.
officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
Fantastic.
뭐라고 카바치는지 볼까?
Right. Now, I know
Eish.
it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
오케이 번호 땄고
You said you just got here.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in.
But you still know your way around.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said,
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in, and his face expresses profound. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give
어이,
up
좋네.
information in the more innocuous question.
재밌네 이거
which you can
그런 식으로
later
해라 아
use
일단은
in the
대답하기
more
쉬운 거부터
sinister
해가지고
ways, not vice versa.
심리적 벽을 좀 허물들고
behind
시쳐지지
this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there? First, you exit through that.
오른쪽
Then,
울타리
to
큰
your right,
구멍.
you should see a big hole in.
This man means the heavy cavalry of
존나
the
쓸모없는
innocents,
거네.
Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of.
I don't know who killed him.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who
오
is this they? If he doesn't
대충
know.
봤었는데 그놈들이 아 요런 것도 잘 봐야 되는 게임이구나 오케이 You said they
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers. That it was a lynching. The locals, customers,
요런
the
식으로 하는
people who eat
게임
here.
오케이
a lot of dock
오케이
workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. I would suppose it's because...
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbor company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd...
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook. He's
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her...
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so... It's got nothing to do with the lynching. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. Haven't you asked me that already? Okay, you...
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer. Good for you.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Rare.
the IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real,
돈을 줬다.
is the global reserve currency. Whatever
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real.
60,
Actually
40,
more, but we'll round
120.
it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, Real will
돈이
tell you,
뭐지?
the philosopher, money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or... Are you serious? From your work?
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
For survival, to pay me.
아유,
If
돈이
you run out
뭔지도
of money,
모르겠고
you die.
나는 뭐
It's like that for all of us. Me too.
어유 새끼
That's why I need you
나는
to pay me.
개새끼인데.
I'm not an ass.
there's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi
Thank you.
looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay.
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station.
Good luck.
어쨌든 나중에
By the
배틀해야
way,
되네.
where is home? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be in time or space. That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get...
오케이 가보자 일단. 나가는 게 이 문이 아니었어? 이 문이야? 이렇게 하나 생겼다고. 나중에 이걸 내가 쓸 일 있겠네.
All around you, rain falls on the great... The spring thaw must be here. Looking up at the sky. Cold grey sky like great battleship. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading in the ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an urban coastline. Rain dripping
Urban
off
coastline.
Eternite-covered roofs. Coal City, end of all lines. Your hair is an... The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill... You shudder, looking... 2 green snakes Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. Hallways collect the morning news. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above. Revachol is the capital of the world. It's home. To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point, of a standing in the rain, looking
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
in the rain-swept distance. It's the only home you have now, but you can't go back. Your vision blurs. You wipe your Coalition-era statics hang like collapsed storm drains, old sewage.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
이런 식으로 연결시키는 건가 이거? 뭐지 이건? 시간 제한 있구만.
Hello, sweetie.
Her eyes move up and down your person as though taking you.
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? You rascal. I'm too old for you. You must forgive me. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the
Morel,
street, but
Gary,
I come
Lena.
here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. Oh my. You know where we are. That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria? Yes. We're in Martinez, on the coast of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone's... Speaking of history, you know what year it
51년.
is. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's
외세연합체?
called a zone of control.
시장 주도적으로.
buying is voting.
오.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. But we should stop for today, sweetie.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something... It has something to do with everything. Someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No. I'm not an answer.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe?
어.
Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
이 할매한테
Of course,
돈을
dear.
뭐. 펜 얻었다. 이게 구매력이 표가되고 막 그런 식으로 되어 있는 상태다 보니까 교육도 부자들만 딱딱 받았나 보네. 자, 이 뒤로 가면 안 되죠.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An off-key melody.
Kudos! Please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for you. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought that the doorbell is broken and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. All you hear is you ring the door. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity. To say nothing This button looks new.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Silence. No one. Nothing happens after you ring. Silence. Silence. You hear static from the intercom.
Yes, hello. This is Tracy Peniel Electric.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges. It's a woman. And who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. Ever since
A spot of static.
it's so...
She sounds. The cold is deep under your
이게
skin.
뭔
As
소리지?
if you were talking. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves. Another seat.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12. No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is. Looks like someone. You wait for a minute. You ring the doorbell.
오케이.
But
병이 있고 자루가 있으면 담을 수 있다.
this Post Lavantorier mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. There is a hollow, saddened ring. Your toe has suffered.
딜 들어오네.
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the
이거
poor.
방금 차고
He's
나면은
leaning in to
뭔가-
inspect the layers of graffito that deface it.
여기서 무슨 뭐가 튀어나오거나 할 줄
The
알았는데.
lieutenant pats the box. The mail collection box has an
까비 씨 빠꺼. 안녕하신가 형씨. 경찰 좋까. 예, 제가 그
The RCM in
짭새입니다.
Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Excuse me? Oh, well, I did.
You didn't say she wrote it. You asked what it was doing there.
Sir, it.
The timidness is gone for a second. Something else takes its.
Okay. Since the street sign's messed up? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Oh, that's right. There's the pier, the Cape Side apart, the harbor gates, some shops and a bridge, just coast.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silver.
I don't know. They abandoned. It's just water. No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
She realizes she's about to criticize your work, or lack thereof.
그렇구만.
Yes.
Don't worry, miss.
Thank you. Of course.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it.
from another planet. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon. Yeah,
It's official. He too agrees.
feels like forever. Like I was born on this.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak, or he just likes unusual words.
걔는 더 하겠지.
Imagine.
에이.
So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All
어.
accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked
운전수는
about that.
아니었다.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental
Ask for his conclusion.
a sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Some pretty wild stuff I hear.
뭐?
Like a giant new power core. I've heard talk there's a company
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. Us lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get on.
Oh, high-grade narcotics.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighbor.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
담배 한 대 줘봐라.
Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Don't be a stranger.
이 정도면 충분하다. 이렇게 돌아가야 돼 이거? 노란색은 뭐지?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol. So even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known
사치킹이었다.
for his profligacy.
그래서 뭐가?
Well, he blew through his own maladministration, foreshadowed. Stories have it that he had his bedroom. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a... But wait, you haven't even heard. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out cocaine. His Majesty's courtiers said beneath the cold waters of a group of marble plurons still surrounding. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have altered. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of... People in Martinaise tend to disagree. Those critics might have it wrong, though. This Philip III, the Squanderer, however, not that he ever did in life either.
너무 많이 나온다. 건너가자. 다시 올라가서 시체나 보고 와야겠다 일단. 이 정도까지 옆길에 셀 생각은 아니었는데. 자 여기다가 아까 쬐보랬지.
Before you stands a motor. Vapor emanates. This must be the infernal machine that toy. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, the frequency tableau lights up, and the soft purr of a...
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a...
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation.
10-22, the captain. This...
Is it him? What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to... He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen.
아,
Who do
딩
you
멀렌.
think? It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen is not your name.
아,
It's the
놀래라,
name
씨.
of a fictional detective who would not defend yourself. Immediately, they're laughing at you.
씨발 잊어버리도 콤보.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make... Fuck me! Mac, come here! You've got to hear this! Dick,
개새끼
what's
좀
going
말라.
on? Super cop here. He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. 10-9, come again. I didn't get... New heights? Ask him. Sergeant Orson wants...
Check your pockets. Check your... No.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun.
이걸 영국에서 뭐 하는데? 나 진짜 없는데. 이거면 충분할 것 같은데 원래 이런 거는 아 이거 중간에 자동 세이브가 아니고 그 세이브를 됨? 아 오케이 오케이 이런 거 낮은 거 눌리는 게 아무래도 스탯 1스탯의 효과가 좀 크겠지. 아 그래? 좀 잃어버렸다.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer.
Just say you lost your gun. Anything else would only make this...
He says he... Dear God, he lost his... This isn't... Mac can face a giant of Coco Nurbein. Oh, I'm not going to. Ask him.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this all right.
That's a
What's he saying?
he said he's
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday.
sure vanilla waffles
이
is the
새끼
only
진짜
thing he ate.
개새끼네.
Shut up, Chester. Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says... Who? Satellite officer... I'm a... Firewater? His... Satellite officer... 10-4, affirmative. Officer...
Oh, God.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Okay.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12. Visitors present here. Over. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. What? He seems intoxicated and...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunk... What? He wants to ver...
But of course, it says Dick Mullen.
Tell him to stop. What do you
아
need,
씨발
sir?
존나 안 알려주네.
Understood, sir. 10-4, what does he want? He's asking... Is he... I don't think... Don't give that up. Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says he's... Well... Vicmar said... He says... Well... he says he is and requesting...
Nothing is working.
Anything else, sir? Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number of...
Yes.
Received.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
언제?
Officer?
됐다.
Yes, hello?
안녕.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask
갑자기?
her out. No question about it.
You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar in. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing up. No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court.
노잼 이건 뭔
No one
상관이야?
calls the police.
어?
The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with... No, sorry. I don't. People don't have the money to have...
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the...
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. Yes, I know who you...
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have...
You told me back in... Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from...
Please, no. Not this again.
또?
You were trying to impress some people with it.
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
You were waving it around in everyone's face.
우와,
begging them to
씨발.
describe...
Oh, those again. I have been trying to... You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun... I remember this. You were screaming things like, people tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door.
야, 이 개또라이
But
새끼네.
you screamed, I am the goddamned law, and you have to...
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not have uniform. I never saw you in any uniform.
까였어, 씨발.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
왜 이렇게 극단적이야, 이 새끼?
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end.
Nothing you can say. Cop gives up the detective genre
걔
for social
병신새끼네
reasons.
이거?
Another police officer resigned from RCM following a nervous
잠깐만.
breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, I know.
저도 아닌 거. 일단 1회차 엔딩입니다.